Welcome to 7.1 Angles of Polygons. What I want to point out here is the regular polygon, we've talked about all year long. Every side in any size of a polygon, 3 sides, 4 sides, 10 sides, 12 sides, all the sides are the same. And all the angles are the same to each other. So an equilateral triangle has equal angles, so all of them are 60. If we go down here and look at our interior angles theorem, this is the most important part of this lesson, and it's that formula right there. N minus 2 minus times 180. Drill that into your head. That's very important. N represents the number of sides. Okay, so the sides of your figure, polygon. All right, and then we go over here and look at this one, and we talk about the exterior angles theorem. This is very important as well. You're going to have interior angles add up to many different angles, many different degrees. But over here, all of these exterior angles will add up to 360, no matter how many sides you have. All they're doing is they extend the side of the figure further out, and that makes an angle with the figure. Okay, and all of those angles will add up to 360 degrees, no matter how many sides you have. All right, let's get started. Okay, a nonagon is 9 sides. And what are we supposed to do? Find the sum of the measures of the interior angles. Okay, so n minus 2 times 180. That's what we're doing. N is the number of sides. This is the sum of your interior angles. So 9 minus 2 is 7 times 180. All right, this is number 1. 7 times 180, 700, and 560 is 1260. So use your calculator and figure it out. And that's how you do it. Okay, so we just keep going. Number 2, 14 minus 2 times 180. So 12 times 180 is going to be 2,160. That's how many degrees all the interior angles add up to in a 14-sided figure. Number 3, 16 gon, so 16 minus 2 times 180. So 14 times 180 is going to be 2,520 degrees. And number 4, a 20-sided figure. 20 minus 2 times 180, and that's 18 times 180. That's going to give you 3,240 degrees. That's all you have to do, but here's the problem. Students forget this. Don't forget it. And make sure you understand what it means, and hopefully by the end of this assignment, you'll get this. Okay, now, find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of the convex polygon. Okay, classify the polygon by the number of sides. Okay, so now we're going backwards. Okay, so n minus 2 times 180 is going to be equal to these numbers. In this case, 720. All right, so these are the sums of the interior angles. So these are the answers after you've done the formula. So let's work this backwards. All you have to do is divide by 180 each time, and then you'll have n minus 2 equals 720 divided by 180 is 4, and then what do? You add 2. So the number of sides was originally 6. Okay, so on number 6 here, we're going to take 1,080 divided by 180, and then we're going to add 2 to it. So that was 8 sides. So look at what we're doing here. We are dividing off the 180, and then we're adding the 2 every time. But you have to remember why you're doing what you're doing. If you remember your formula, then you can set up any equation and solve it. All right, number 7. 2520, 2,520 divided by 180 equals 14, and add 2. That's 16. And number 8, 3,240 divided by 180, and we add 2 to that, that's 20. All right, moving on. Okay, find the value of x. Well, you have how many sides here? What do they all add up to? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's 4 angles, you have 4 sides. Now, the corollary to these theorems is that 4-sided figures add up to 360. Okay, and you could kind of figure this out. Three sides triangle adds up to 180. 4 sides add up to 360. 5 sides, if you do that, 5 minus 2 is 3 times 180. That's going to be 540. 6 sides, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180, that gives you 720. And you could just keep going on and on and on using that formula. So here we have 4 sides, so they add up to 360 degrees. So x plus 100 plus 130 plus 66 equals 360 degrees. That's 4 sides. Now you just take 360 and you subtract 66 minus 130 minus 100, and you get x equals 64. All right, that's number 9. Now, number 10, x plus 103 plus 133 plus 58 equals, again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 angles, so there's 4 sides. So that's 360 degrees that they equal. So you subtract 360 minus each of these, minus 58, minus 133, minus 103, and you get x equals 66. Number 11, same thing. So there's 4 sides, so again, set it up and subtract each of these, 1, 2, 3, and there's 4 angles, so it's 360, so take 360 minus each of these, 154, minus 88, minus 29, that equals 89, so x equals 89 degrees left. Same thing here, we have a quadrilateral. They all add up to 180, or 360. So 360 minus 101 minus 92 minus 68, and x equals 99. Now we have more than 4 sides. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 2 times 180 is what they all add up to. So 4 times 180, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 is 720. So x plus all of these angles add up to 720. So we're going to subtract all those from 720. So 720 minus 102 minus 146 minus 120 minus 124 minus 158, and that gives you 70. 70 degrees left. That's what angle x is. Number 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So 5 minus 2 times 180. So 3 times 180 is going to be 540. Okay, so we're going to take x plus 86 plus all those, and they add up to 540 degrees. So take 540 on your calculator, minus 59, minus 138, minus 140, minus 86, and you get x equals 117 degrees. All right, what did they do wrong here? Okay, notice they're doing kind of the same thing we've been doing. So let's count all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we just got done doing 5 sides that add up to 540. So they must have left one out because there's supposed to be 6 sides. 6 minus 2 times 180. So 4 times 180 is 720. So they forgot an angle. So what'd they forget? It looks like they forgot the 90 degrees. I don't see 90 degrees anywhere in there. So don't you forget it either when you see those. All right, so now let's do the real problem. Let's take 720 minus, let's start with that 90 so we don't forget, and then we'll go this direction. 720 minus 90, minus 162, minus 101, minus 96, minus 121 is 150. And that looks like it's 150 degrees. Okay, describe and correct the error in finding the sum of the interior angles. 18 sides. All right, so first of all, I'm just going to do it. N minus 2 times 180 equals something. So 18 minus 2 times 180. Now, these parentheses are important. Make sure you do this on your calculator first. If you take 18 minus 2 times 180, you don't get the right answer. You get like negative 342. Okay, so you need to make sure you hit equal sign, depending on what calculator you have. Hit your equal sign after you do 18 minus 2. And then hit times 180. And you get 2,880. Okay, so notice they didn't subtract 2. Now find the measures of angle x and y. So notice that they are the same. So let's call this x and x. They shouldn't use x and y. Those are capital letters anyway. So we have 2 angles that are the same. So x plus 164 plus 102. And don't forget the 90. So how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 sides. So 5 minus 2 times 180. 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. All right, so this is number 17 here. Well, we have 2x plus all of this. So let's take 540 minus each of these, minus 90, minus 102, minus 164. That's 184. And that's after we get rid of all those angles. Now we divide off the 2 to get x by itself. Okay, so divide by 2 and you get 92 degrees for both those angles. 92 degrees for both of them. All right, now number 18. What do we have here? Again, we have another 90 degree. Don't forget that. So we have 1 and we have 2 values here that are the same, x and x. So we're going to say 2x plus all of those angles is equal to what? How many degrees? How many angles are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing, 540 degrees. So take 540 minus each of these. Let's start with the 90 so we don't forget. And then subtract the 119 and then the 47. And so we get 2x equals 284 degrees. And we divide that by 2 and x equals 142. So each of these angles, 1, 2, those 2 angles are 142 degrees. Okay, again, we have 2 angles that are the same, so we'll call those x and x. So that'll be 2x. And then we have, how many degrees do they all add up to? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 2 times 180. So 4 times 180 is 720. So 2x plus all of those angles add up to 720. So subtract all of those angles from 720. So 720 minus 99 minus 171 minus 159. And don't forget that 90 degree angle. So that's 2x equals 201 divided by 2, and x is 100.5 degrees. So each of those 2 angles is 105 degrees. All right, number 20. Again, we have 2 of the same angles. So we'll add those together. That's 2x plus all of those. And what do they add up to? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So 6 minus 2 times 180. So 4 times 180 is 720. So take 720 minus each of them. 720 minus 100 minus 110 minus 149 minus 91 is equal to 270. Divide by 2, and x is equal to 135 degrees. All right, find the value of x. Now these are exterior angles. No matter how many sides you have, we have 4 sides here. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 sides there. It doesn't matter how many sides you have. All of those exterior angles are going to add up to 360. Okay, so that means x plus 65 plus 106 plus 78 adds up to 360. And on 22, you have x plus another x, I'll go this direction, plus 59 plus 48 plus 50 plus 39 plus 58. They all add up to 360 as well. All right, when we figure this out and I put those in there, you'll see that they add up to 360. Okay, so x equals 360 minus 65 minus 106 minus 78. That's 111, and that looks like 111 degrees. Now what about on 22? Take 360 minus 58 minus 39 minus 50 minus 48 minus 59, and we get 2x equals 106. So x equals 53. And they look like about 53 degrees apiece. Okay, let's keep going. Now we have a bunch of x's here. So we have 2x plus 3x. That's going to be 5x. Plus the other angles, 71 plus 85 plus 44. Again, doesn't matter, the exterior angles equal 360 no matter how many sides you have. So take 360 minus 44 minus 85 minus 71, and that is 5x equals 160. Divide that by 5, and x equals 32. Okay, so that's what x equals. What if we asked what each of these angles were? Well, you'd have to take 2 times 32, That's 64 degrees. And you have to take 3 times 32. And that's 96 degrees. And they kind of look like those degrees. Okay, over here we have 2x and x. That makes 3x. Plus 45, plus 40, plus 77. Again, they add up to 360. So we'll take 360 minus 77 minus 40 minus 45. And we get 3x equals 198. And you divide 198 by 3, and x equals 66. And if you had to put them back in, so 2 times 66, that'd be 132 degrees. And then obviously the other one is just 1x, which is 66. And the last 4 here, find the measure of each interior angle and each exterior angle for a regular polygon. Regular means all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So this is what you're doing. Let's first find the interior angles, all right? So you have a pentagon, which is 5 sides. So 5 minus 2 times 180. That's 3 times 180, or 540 degrees. Okay, but we don't want to know the sum. We want to know each interior angle. If they're all the same, then all we have to do is divide by how many we have. We have 5 sides, so 540 divided by 5 is going to be 108 degrees. Okay, and then the next thing they want is each exterior angle. Well, if each exterior angle, no matter how many sides you have for all of these, for all 4 of these problems, no matter what, all exterior angles add up to 360. But I want to know what each individual one is, and since they're all the same, all I have to do is take 360 divided by how many there are. And on number 25, we have 5 sides, so 360 divided by 5 is 72. So each interior angle, interior angle is 108, and each exterior angle is 72. All right, 26, 18 minus 2 times 180. So 16 times 180 is 2,880. And then we're going to divide that by 18. So divide that by 18. 2,880 divided by 18 is 160. So each interior angle is 160 degrees. All right. Now the exterior angles, you take 360 divided by 18. All right, and that gives you 20. So each exterior angle is 20, each interior angle is 160. All right, number 27. Again, 45 minus 2 times 180 gives us the interior angles added together. So 43 times 180. 43 times 180 is 7,740. Divide it by 18 to get each, 45. Divide by 45 to get each interior angle. So that each interior angle is 172 degrees. And each exterior angle, we take 360. 360 divided by 45. And each exterior angle is 8 degrees. And then 28, 90 minus 2 times 180. So 90 minus 2 times 180 is 15,840. We're going to divide by 90 to get each interior angle. And that is 176 degrees. And again, the exterior angles, no matter how many sides you have 90 sides, they're still going to add up to 360. So 360 divided by 90, that means each exterior angle is 4 degrees. And that is how you do all these.